Hi there. My name is Steve and I am one of the directors here at Quantum Security Defense. As there was some urgency in getting this information out, this is an AI version of me, but I can assure you that there are real humans behind this information, validating to ensure everything that we distribute meets a high standard. Today, we are going to talk about the metrics you need to govern a post-quantum cryptography project, and most importantly, how you measure it quarter on quarter. It is important to say that this is an early version of the QMI index, and like a fine wine and most people, it will improve with age. Subsequent versions and updates will be issued via QSecDef. The QMI training is also available in French, German, Spanish, and Italian. With that said, let's dive in. Your post-quantum migration is likely to be the largest cryptographic upgrade your organization will ever undertake. It will outlast multiple security offices, multiple regulatory cycles, and multiple budget reviews. So how will you know quarter by quarter, year by year, whether it is actually on track? How will you govern and track such a complex deployment? The deadline is real. NIST has set deprecation for 2030, with disallowance by 2035. NSA CNSA 2.0 is binding for federal systems. The UK's NCSC has published timelines. Every regulated sector is on the clock. And yet, across the whole post-quantum field, nobody has yet shown a clean way to measure whether your program will actually make it. Your existing toolkit gives you three things. Frameworks like Mosca, the PQCC roadmap, TNO's Dutch handbook, and the Avezek frameworks tell you what to do. Maturity models like PQCMM and QRAMM tell you how mature you are. Standards bodies tell you by when. None of them produces a single trackable number that tells your board whether your migration is operationally positioned to succeed. This was a gap we identified after speaking to our members, so we set out to fix the problem. Introducing the QSecDef Migration Index. A single ratio, capacity times time, divided by burden times dependency depth times fragility. Above 1.0, you're on track. Below it, compensating action is required, per data class. Quarter by quarter, trackable, comparable, defensible. What changes when you have a number rather than a level? You can trend progress over quarters. You can compare across data classes within the same organization, and surface the per-class differential that aggregate scores hide. You can set threshold-based board decisions. You can defend at the audit committee, the board, and the regulator with a number that survives interrogation. This is what no maturity model can give you. This is an early version of the QMI. It has been built on evidence, tested against historical migrations and validated against named organizations. Cloudflare 2017 and Meta 2024 retrospective scores match documented outcomes. Forward-looking predictions on JP Morgan, HSBC, MasterCard and Vodafone are falsifiable, with verification dates published. And critically, a deliberate falsification test against Y2K, where the framework failed honestly and identified its scope condition. This is the first published PQC framework to make falsifiable predictions against named organizations with verification dates. And as it's rolled out and used in the field with live PQC projects, the feedback we receive will be used to improve QMI to make it a robust part of your post-quantum reporting toolkit. This is what your program looks like with the QMI in it. Previously, you have a single sentence on a maturity scorecard. We are at level 3. QMI moves the board governance conversation to a specific quantitative defensible board update. Code signing at 0.12 is at risk. Customer personal data at 0.45- is at risk. Session keys at 1.8 is ahead of plan. Our aggregate position is 0.12, and here are the three actions on the table this quarter to lift code signing towards 0.5 by Q4. Specific, quantitative, defensible, trendable, and exactly what your governance team want to hear. Real numbers and accurate metrics related to the delivery of the project. Everything you need to apply the QMI to your own program is available through QSEC-DEF or via your local QSEC-DEF member, the full working paper, the validation report, the 2-hour course module for project managers, the hands-on workshop, the validator pack, and access to the QSecDef community. As a community member, you will get access to our QMI tool, which will ensure that your monthly governance report is a quick and speedy process. Plus, you will be joining over 1,200 members across 40 plus countries, working together to make quantum adoption safe. Benefits include access to our other training courses, tools, and event access. QSEC-DEF members with the QMI certification can help you implement the QMI within your organization. Your post-quantum migration deserves and indeed needs governance measurement. Stop hoping, start measuring. Join QSEC-DEF, take the course, earn a recognized certification, and get qualified to apply the QMI to projects in your internal and client projects today. Join the community to find out more.